Welcome to the Sin Cup channel. And today this video is going to be about Yeshua and his soon return. So I posted a video yesterday regarding the vision I had regarding me touching Jesus' face. Now, I meant to clarify in the video and I didn't, so I'm going to clarify today. When I have a vision, such as me touching Yeshua's face or a vision of me and Yeshua, I know that I'm not me, that me that's in the vision is the person that's embroidery in the garment of the bride of Christ. Like I had a vision of the bride of Christ and she was in her wedding gown and I was part of her garment. I was embroidered into her garment. So when I have a vision, I know that in these visions, I represent the bride of Christ, the entire church, and a message to the church. So I know that my visions are meant for the bride of Christ. They are messages to the church. So I just want to make that very clear. I want to clarify that these are not self visions. These about me personally. These visions that Jesus is showing me is regarding his church. He's drawing his bride close to him, closer than before. He's revealing his face to his bride. So I posted a video of Jesus showing his face and I had went like this on his cheek, and that it meant it was a representation of the church, of Jesus revealing himself to the church in a deeper level, being so close and personal to the church more than before, and having the church, his bride, feel his presence on such a deep, intimate level. So Jesus wants a deep intimacy with his church. So I know that when I see these visions, they are meant to be broadcast on the internet, on YouTube, because it's a message for his bride to say, I want to be close to you, invite me in. Now, I see Jesus regularly, and when I say that I could be exercising, working out, and then he'll drop in, and all of a sudden, when I say drop in, like or maybe it's more like my eyes will open and I'll see where he's at. Sometimes in my day, I would say, Jesus, what are you up to? What are you doing? And then I would have a vision. And maybe he's in heaven and he's on his throne with his father, or maybe he's out visiting his church. Lately, majority, he's been out visiting his church. Jesus goes and visit the bride. And I want to say sincerely today that the message that I have is that Jesus is calling all sinners to come home. That means you're his bride and you're in the world and you're sinning. And Romans 5 verse 8 talks about that while we were still sinners, he died for us. And so Jesus was put in my heart that so many of his bride are in this place where they feel that they're not good enough for him. They feel like they need to stop sinning in order to be recognized as worthy of him. But the point is, he died while we were sinners. We're not capable of cleaning ourselves off. We have to run to him in our dirt. It's in our dirt we go to him, and then he makes us clean. Now, I've had different revelation or visions of Jesus, and in this one vision I had, like, there was this man and he was like walking in the wrong direction, and Jesus called to him and he started walking towards Jesus. Now, Jesus embodied pure love. When I say love, there was no like yelling, oh, if you don't turn to me, you're going to go to hell. There was none of that, because in this vision, Jesus represented the alternative, the savior. I died on the cross to save you. So when you come towards me, that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to offer you salvation, and I'm going to offer you love and all the goodness of the Lord. So this person, gentleman, Jesus had called him towards him. And the direction that he was heading was like a cliff, and below the cliff was fire. It was like a volcanic eruption. But the gentleman decided to turn away in Jesus because he wanted to walk in the other direction. He wanted to see out something I didn't know. I mean, I would have gone toward Jesus. If I'm in a wilderness, in a desert, and I see Jesus calling to me, I'm running to Jesus. I am not walking towards no volcano and no fire. But this man turned and walked away. And in essence, Jesus was showing me that he chose hell. Like, I am not going to come and put a thing and beat you over the head. Choose me, Jesus. No, I already did the work. I died, and I am your salvation, and I'm offering you salvation. Like, I took all the hits already, so you don't have to. And I right now have salvation for you, the gift of God, the love of God. So this person turned away, and Jesus let them turn away because they chose another path. He didn't go chasing after them because they saw who he was, and yet they still wanted to see more of what was out there. So I also want to encourage those who are, like, you're watching the media, you're watching what's happening all over the world. Jesus is going out, like, you know, he talks about like how he enters through the doorway, or he enters through the gate. He does not come through the back door like a robber, like a thief in the night. So he was visiting, I don't know this country, but I want to say it's a country in the Middle East because of how the building was shaped. And it was like the way the dust and the dirt was. So it could have been like Arabia or one of those, or Iran. So he went to go visit. A person there, and like, he's tall, like he's coming, like, I've seen him in different forms. I've seen him like when he walks the earth in 3 days. When he walks the earth in 3 days, he's like as tall up as the heavens. But when he come as like Jesus, Yeshua, in a man form, he's still tall. So when he was going into this house to go in and visit, I want to say he was Iran, because I felt like the person that he was visiting was Persian. He had to duck his head to go inside and go do his visit. So I saw when he went inside to go do his visit, he went to go visit his bride, and then I saw when he came out. And when he came back outside, he has his clipboard, and he pulled out his clipboard and he made a note. He wrote something, like, maybe I went and saw sister so and so, and you know, whatever it is. So I also want to go in and talk about when Jesus died and he committed his spirit into his Father's hands. So Luke 23, when it talks about, I think verse 16, when he said, Father, I commit my spirit into your hands. Jesus want me to say from that moment on, very clearly, the minute I say I commit my spirit into your hands, into his Father's hands, like, immediately I became everything for my bride. From that moment, once he released his spirit back into his Father's hands and he died on the cross, he had everything in him for the bride. So in this conversation that we were having, because he had shown me in prior vision the inside of him, of what he looked like, and like the dimension in him. So he went back to say, from that moment on the cross, when I died and I committed my spirit into my Father's hands, like, I have my full inheritance. I had everything to govern my bride. So he said, when I go and visit my bride, everything is in me for my bride. I don't call out to the angels, oh, I'm going to go visit sister so and so. So, oh, can you pour out a bowl of this gift offering for her? No, when I'm going to visit my bride and I'm checking in on my bride, and I see a need, immediately I pull it out from inside of me and give to her or him whatever is needed in that moment. If it's healing, if it's food, if it's money, whatever it is, when he's traveling and he's visiting his bride, Jesus is still traveling. He's still doing his ministry as he did when he was on earth in this last hour. He said, because the door is closing. He said time is short. So the same time frame that the shortness in which he did his ministry when he was on earth, he's doing also in the spirit before the door closes. He is doing his ministry, and in him he carries everything for the bride. So when he's going to go and visit his bride and do his ministry, healing, and if the bride just wants to be close to him and hugging, he's going to their homes, whoever is calling out to him. So if you're his bride, he wants me to share to you, call him. Jesus, can you come and visit me today? And he said he will come. Jesus is telling me to tell you, ask for him and he will come. He says, I will go. If they call for me, I will go. I will go. Call me and I will come. So he wants me to make that very clear that he will come. And when he comes, he's going to come with what you need for that hour, for that moment, because he is in that intimate place with his bride. But most importantly, the door is going to be closed soon. And so he's on an expedite mission for the sake of his bride. When I see Jesus out there, I want to say this. When I see Jesus out there in the mission field, visiting his bride and all hands are on deck, I'm so humbled. Because, some of us, we're sitting in church. We're not going out there in the mission field. Jesus is out there in the dirt and the grind. He's seeing it all. He's seeing the suffering of his bride. And he's seen also those who are afraid to call out to him. He wants you to call out to him. So this message is a reminder, is a message from Jesus to his bride, to the heart of his bride. And those who do not understand that they are his bride, for sinners to come home. Come home. Come home. All who are weary, come home. You're tired, you call Jesus. You're hungry, you call Yeshua. Call him and he will come. Do not wait to be perfected. You cannot perfect yourself. You cannot make yourself clean. Only Yeshua can make you clean. And he died for such a moment as this, for you to receive him, to receive salvation. So this is the message that I wanted to say. I put it in a short form yesterday regarding the bride and Jesus allowing the bride to touch his face, because that's how close he needs. Jesus has a strong desire to be close to his bride. So I just want to say, bride of Christ, you're wanted, you're desired, you're loved. Surely come home. So may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the person watching this who is in need will hear that Yeshua is calling for you to come home. Amen.